Hello, good morning. So we're back on another tutorial video, and this time we're gonna go over how to create a calendar inside GoHighLevel. So I know for sure on this step you already have your sub account created. You did go over some of the trainings that I had. And on this instance, we're just gonna go ahead and start creating a calendar that can be used for booking appointments or to be added onto your funnel. So step one is go into the calendar section here on the right side bar menu. And if you don't have any calendar yet, you're going to see the screen. If you already have a calendar in place, then you're going to see your calendars. In this section, you're also going to see if someone or anyone has booked an appointment onto your calendar. Um, you can check the calendars of users, or you can check the current calendars that you have, or just a general list that you have. Now, in order for you to create a calendar, so go into the calendar settings. And here you're going to be provided with multiple choices. So let's start with the very first one, which is connections. Now, if you are going to be using Google Calendar or organic booking, you can enable this, enable Google Organic Booking. You can also do local services, but we barely, or I don't think anyone is currently using that. So that's option one. You're also going to be able to integrate Zoom afterwards, which we're going to go over on a separate training with regards to Zoom integration. So let's just go about on creating your calendar and what are the features of the Go High Level Calendar. So step one is let's go and create a new calendar. Now you have two types of scheduling type, which is the personal booking. This is a one-on-one meeting, meaning you send this to your client to have them book a date and time of their choosing on when they wanted to talk to you or have a meeting with you. Round robin, this works especially with the sales team, or if you do have an HR team that does a lot of hiring, you can also do that. It means that if let's say you have four different person receiving the calls or the appointments, it's gonna rotate it to them equally. Class booking, it can be with multiple participants, meaning a lot of people can book at the same time. This works great if you are currently doing workshops or online trainings. Collective booking, if you want to book panel interviews, meaning multiple hosts can meet into one participant. So in this instance, we're just going to use the personal booking, um, which is a one-on-one call. Works really great with account managers wanting their clients to book a call with them. So first step is you name your calendar. So let's say, for example, demo calendar one-on-one calls. That's your name. This is going to be visible on the user or on the landing page that you have. Let's say, for example, if you have a landing page that you wanted to put the calendar on, that's going to be the calendar name that they're going to see on the landing page. You can add your description. Let's say, for example, this is for demo purposes only. Users on the front end can also see the description that you have for the calendar. Select team members, meaning who you want to receive the appointment. So for example, if you have multiple people, then you can select as many people as you want. But with this demo, we're just going to select the sole person or staff that we have on this sub account. Custom URL, you can customize this to the way you want. For example, test or journal demo is the URL flag. Meeting duration, standard is 30 minutes. If you want longer, you can do 1 hour, but normally it's just 30 minutes. You have options here for minutes and hours. Availability that you have, you can choose Monday to Sunday or Saturday to Sunday or Sunday to Saturday, depending on how you guys put your calendars on. But normally standard cases for businesses is Monday to Friday. If you want Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can also do so. You can also have it as 8 a.m. Customize the time. Let's say if you only want to talk to people from 11 a.m. because earlier than that, you're going to be grumpy. You don't have your coffee yet. So let's say just 11 a.m. Now, let me go ahead and go to the advanced setting. Let me actually go back. Uh, right. delete. Let's do over because that section actually I clicked on is advanced setting. So let's go ahead and redo calendar, demo calendar, one on one, description. This is for demo only. Let remember, let demo is the name, duration, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the schedule. Now you can actually already create a calendar, but just confirm it first. You don't, it's not that complicated. It will just automatically create the calendar for you. Now, if you want to have a more customized calendar option, go into click on advanced setting. And in here, you can add a few more things. For example, you want a calendar logo. You can upload the calendar logo in here as long as it's 180 by 180 pixel. That's going to be, let's say, my sample calendar logo. If you have a sales team, you can do by group. Again, we don't need that. This is an individual one. The team members is in here. Meeting location, you can select in person, full address, ask the booker, phone, Google Meet. If you have Zoom, you can also do Zoom. User, however, needs to integrate their Zoom if they wanted to, if you want them to have Zoom meetings. If not, you can just do Google Meet. You can also do custom if you have one specific, let's say, for example, if you do sales calls and you just want to have one main link for your calls, then you can just add a link to it. Let's say, for example, let me grab one. Let's say, for example, that's my main link. That's my Zoom link. I just want all users to jump into that Zoom link. You can also customize your colors for your calendar. If you're good with that, just click save. And you're going to proceed again to the availability section. This is a more advanced setting that you can select. So meeting intervals is how long the wait time for your next call. Let's say, for example, you wanted to document things and you are constantly receiving meeting invites. You can add 30 minutes to anytime you want. That's the space between every call that you have. Let's say you have a 9:30, 9 to 9:30 call. The next time that a user can book is 10. So there's a space between it. Minimum scheduling notice. This is how soon can a person book a call or an appointment with you. Let's say, for example, today is Thursday, and let's say you added here 1 day scheduling notice, and let's say you have Saturday to Sunday as your available dates. Then they will not be able to book on Friday, but they can book on Saturday. So it skips 1 day. Date range. This is the available dates that the user can book an appointment. Let's say, for example, you select 3 days. That's the maximum number of dates that they can book. Let's say, for example, again, today is the 10th. You have a 1 day schedule notice. So that's going to be 12, 13, and 14. This is how many calendar appointments you want to receive in a day. Let's say you only want to receive 5 bookings per day. You can also do that. And this also sets how many times a person can book an appointment. Let's say you want them to book at least once or twice in a day. You can do 1 or 2 in a day. Buffer time is the additional time before, pretty much the same as this, but I normally leave it as 0 or blank. This is the pre-buffer time and post-buffer time because this is good enough for the meeting interval. So let's say if you're good, just save and continue. Now for clinics, let's say for example, or if you're charging for meeting appointments and you want to collect payments, you can have a form here available, Pixel ID, and you can add payments in here. So, and let's say if you're going to be hosting this onto a landing page, you can add the thank you page URL in here as well. And if you want to allow people to add guests, let's say, for example, it's going to be a consultation that you're currently offering, then you can allow guests and have them add their name and email. But let's say you don't want to fully customize that, you can just leave it as is. Now, this is for notifications. Who you want to notify, you always want to notify the contact and the assigned user. Now, if you have a supervisor available that wants to keep track, you can add their emails in here. Let's say you have a sales team of 5 people, and then there's a supervisor for the sales team, and the supervisor wants to track what or how many calls their sales team is doing. You can add their emails here, and what's going to happen is it will notify them of every call that this agent received. Also, this feature allows your meeting to be added onto your and your attendees Google account. So this is a Google invite, so it automatically adds it on the calendar. It is another way of set of reminders. Now, let's say if you have a big list and you have multiple sales agent, you can enable this feature to assign contact to the respective calendar team members each time an appointment is booked, or you can skip it. You can always allow cancellation of meetings to your leads. And if you're good with that, you can just go ahead and save. And you're going to be redirected to the last option, which is customization. This is basically how your calendar would look like. Let's say you want to add another cover image for the calendar. You have your neo and classic. Classic is if you have used Calendly before, that's your classic. Um, Primary colors, button, schedule meeting. You have, if that's all, let's say, for example, I want to preview what the widget looks like. That's the current calendar, logo, calendar name, description. And if you're good, just go ahead and save. Takes a while to save, but once it's done saving, you can see your calendar from here. This is your calendar ID. Now, if you want to add this onto your emails, just click share. And this is going to be for URL slug. Normally, I copy the permalink if I wanted to share to anyone. Now, if it's a one-time link that you wanted to generate, meaning you don't want people to be booking the appointment every week, you just wanted to schedule a meeting with them for a one-time service, and that's it. You can just use the one-time link. Or if you wanted to embed your website, not in GoHighLevel, let's say you have a WordPress, ClickFunnels, or any other website, you can use the embed frame, but the permalink will do or will suffice. So let's go ahead and test it out on to or how it looks like. So this is our calendar. Automatically syncs to the user's time frame. Currently has all the details that we have. And today is October. See, and that's currently working as attended. Now, that's how you create a calendar. Let me know if you have any questions.